This is Jake Morrison, 40 years old, Army Ranger, 3 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's seen war, he's seen death, he's seen hell. Now he's standing in front of the most dangerous classroom in America. Martin Luther King High School, Southside Chicago, where the graduation rate is 23%, where half the students are in gangs, where 3 teachers quit last year because they feared for their lives. This is Jake's first day, and these kids are about to learn what a real warrior looks like. Jake Morrison wasn't supposed to be a teacher. 10 years ago, he was Sergeant Jake Morrison, 75th Ranger Regiment, Special Operations, Iraq, Afghanistan, the places nobody talks about, the missions that don't exist. Jake was good at his job, really good. He led his team through hell, brought every one of them home, but in 2015, his luck ran out. Roadside bomb, Afghanistan. His vehicle took the hit. Jake survived. 2 of his men didn't. He came home with medals, Purple Heart, Bronze Star, but he also came home with PTSD, nightmares, survivor's guilt. The Army medically discharged him. Thank you for your service. And just like that, Jake Morrison was a civilian. The transition was brutal. Jake couldn't hold a job, couldn't sleep, couldn't be around people. Every loud noise was a bomb. Every crowd was a threat. He tried construction, lasted 3 weeks. Boss yelled at him. Jake nearly attacked him. Pure instinct. He tried security, lasted 1 week. Too many triggers. For 3 years, Jake drifted. VA therapy helped some, but not enough. He was drowning. Then one day, his therapist, Dr. Lisa Chen, asked him a question. Jake, what made you feel alive in the Army? Leading my team, teaching them, keeping them alive. Then maybe you should teach. Jake laughed. Teach what? How to clear buildings. Teach kids. Teach them discipline, structure, how to survive. I don't have a teaching degree. There's a program, alternative certification, for veterans. Jake thought about it. Maybe, just maybe. 6 months later, Jake had his emergency teaching certification. Now he needed a job. He applied to 20 schools, got rejected by all of them. No experience. You're too old. Your background is too intense. Then one email came through. Martin Luther King High School, Principal Angela Davis. Mr. Morrison, we need a teacher. English, 11th grade. The position has been open for 4 months. Nobody wants it. Can you start Monday? Jake looked up the school online. Southside Chicago, 94% African American, 87% poverty rate, gang territory, graduation rate 23%, violence, drugs, dropouts. The comments section was brutal. This school is a war zone. Teachers don't last a month. These kids are beyond help. Jake stared at his screen. A war zone. How bad could a classroom be? He accepted. Monday, September 4th, 2017. First day. Jake walked into Martin Luther King High School. Metal detectors at the entrance, security guards, bars on windows. It looked more like a prison than a school. Principal Davis met him. African-American woman, mid-50s, exhausted eyes but strong presence. Mr. Morrison, welcome. I'll be honest, this is the hardest classroom in the city. Room 21-4, junior English, 28 students. Most of them are in gangs. Disciples, vice lords, some Latin kings. They've gone through 4 teachers this year. They eat teachers alive. Jake nodded. Understood. Why did you take this job? Because nobody else would. Principal Davis smiled. Tired, but hopeful. Good answer. Good luck. You'll need it. Room 21-4, 8:15 a.m. Jake opened the door. 28 students, ages 16-17. All eyes on him. The room was chaos. Kids on phones, music playing. 2 kids literally fighting in the back. Nobody noticed Jake. He walked to the front, stood there, silent. Still nobody noticed. Jake picked up a textbook, slammed it on the desk. Bang! The room went silent. Everyone looked. Sit down, now. Nobody moved. One kid in the front, Marcus, 17, Vice Lord's gang member, laughed. Who are you, white boy? Jake stared at him. I'm your teacher. More laughter. A girl in the back, Destiny, 16, called out. We don't need no white teacher. You gonna be gone in a week. Jake didn't blink. Maybe. But right now, I'm here, and you're sitting down. Make me. Jake walked toward her. Slowly, deliberately. The room tensed. He stopped 3 feet away, looked her in the eye. I spent 10 years in the Army, 3 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. I've been shot at, bombed, nearly died 6 times. You think you scare me? Destiny stared back, defiant, but something in Jake's eyes made her look away. She sat down. Jake turned to the class. My name is Jake Morrison. I'm a veteran. I'm also your English teacher. I don't care about your gangs. I don't care about your beefs. I don't care about your street rules. In this room, there's only one rule: survive. The class was silent. Marcus spoke up. Survive what? This ain't war. Jake turned to him. You're right. It's worse. Excuse me? In war, you know who the enemy is. You know the mission. You have brothers watching your back. Out there, Jake pointed to the window. You don't know who's gonna shoot you. You don't know your mission, and your brothers will sell you out for $50. I lost 2 men in Afghanistan. You know why they died? Because they didn't follow orders. They thought they knew better. How many of your friends are dead, Marcus? Marcus's face changed. Angry, hurt. 5. How old were they? 16, 19. And how did they die? Shot. All of them. Jake nodded. Did they follow orders? Did they think about the mission? Or did they just act tough? Marcus didn't answer. In the Army, we have a saying, discipline equals freedom. You follow the rules, you learn the skills, you survive. You don't, you die. The room was completely silent. Over the next month, Jake ran his classroom like a military unit. Rules, structure, discipline, show up on time, no phones, respect each other, do the work. At first, the kids hated it, fought back, tested him. But Jake didn't break, didn't yell, didn't give up. When Marcus came late, Jake made him do push-ups. Why? Because in the Army, when you're late, people die. You're learning discipline. When Destiny talked back, Jake didn't argue. You can disrespect me all you want, but you're still doing the assignment. When 2 kids started fighting, Jake stepped between them. You want to fight? Fine. After school, I'll teach you how. Properly, with discipline. They showed up. Jake taught them boxing. Controlled, respectful. The fighting in class stopped. By October, something was changing. The kids still didn't like Jake, but they respected him. He didn't treat them like criminals. He treated them like soldiers. You're not thugs, you're warriors. But right now, you're fighting the wrong war. You want to survive? Learn, read, write, get out of here. In November, Marcus came to Jake after class. Mr. Morrison, can I ask you something? Go ahead. Why do you care? We're just hood kids. Nobody cares about us. Jake looked at him. I care because I see potential. You're smart, you're tough, you're a leader, but you're wasting it on the streets. That's not war, that's suicide. Marcus was quiet. What do I do? You graduate, you get out, you become something better. How? I'm Vice Lords. I can't just leave. Yes, you can. You just need a mission. Jake started a program. Mission graduate. After school, every day, tutoring, mentoring, job training. He taught them skills, how to interview, how to write resumes, how to think strategically. But more than that, he taught them respect, discipline, brotherhood, not gang brotherhood, real brotherhood. By spring, something incredible happened. The kids started showing up. Every day, on time, they started doing homework, reading, writing essays. The gangs noticed. One day, 3 gang members showed up at the school, looking for Marcus. Jake met them at the entrance. He's in class. We need to talk to him. After school. Man, get out the way. Jake didn't move. He's in class. You want him? You go through me. They stared at Jake. This crazy white teacher. One of them recognized the look in Jake's eyes. You military. Army Ranger. Damn. He turned to his boys. Let's go. They left. Word spread. Don't mess with Mr. Morrison's kids. That dude's crazy. He's protected. June 2018. Graduation day. Out of Jake's 28 students, 26 graduated, the highest rate in the school's history. 15 got accepted to college, community college, state schools. 1 got into University of Illinois. 5 joined the military, following Jake's path. 4 got jobs, real jobs, not streets. 2 didn't make it. 1 got shot. 1 got arrested. Jake went to both of their families, paid his respects, cried, but 26 made it. Marcus gave the student speech. A year ago, I thought I'd be dead by 18. That's just how it is in the hood. Then Mr. Morrison showed up, and he treated us different. He didn't treat us like criminals. He treated us like soldiers, like we mattered. He taught us discipline, respect, how to survive the real war, the war for our futures. Mr. Morrison, you saved my life. You saved all our lives. The crowd stood, applauding. Jake was crying, trying to hide it. Principal Davis leaned over. You did it. They did it. I just showed them how. That was 7 years ago. Today, Jake Morrison is 40 years old. He's still teaching at Martin Luther King High School. Room 214, still the hardest classroom in the city, but now it has a reputation. You want to survive, you go to Mr. Morrison's class. Over 7 years, Jake has taught over 500 students. Graduation rate in his class is 89%. College acceptance, 67%. Military enlistment, 15%. The school's overall graduation rate, it went from 23% to 71%, because other teachers saw what Jake did, and they followed. Marcus is now 24, Army, corporal, deployed in Germany. He emails Jake every month. Thank you for showing me a different war to fight. Destiny is 23, studying nursing at Chicago State University. She visits Jake every semester. You taught me I was worth more than the streets. Jake still has PTSD, still has nightmares, but now he has a mission. Every year, 28 new kids walk into room 214, and every year Jake teaches them the same lesson. You're not products of your environment, you're warriors. You just need discipline. You want to survive? Follow the mission. The mission: graduate, get out, become something better. Some people call Jake a hero. He disagrees. I'm just a soldier who found a new war to fight, and this time, I'm winning. This is the story of Jake Morrison, the veteran who became a teacher in the hood, the man who brought military discipline to the streets, the warrior who taught kids they were worth saving. He didn't cure poverty, didn't end gangs, didn't fix the system, but he saved 500 kids, one classroom at a time, one discipline at a time, one mission at a time, because sometimes the most important battles aren't fought overseas, they're fought in room 214, where a veteran with PTSD teaches kids with trauma that survival isn't about the streets, it's about the future. And if you're disciplined enough, brave enough, determined enough, you can make it out. Jake Morrison proved it, and 500 kids are living proof.